I think protein. It's everywhere. Like, you know, you go into Aldi, you go into Lidl, you go into Sainsbury's, high in protein this, high in protein that.
I do see the labels a lot now.
It's
high
everywhere.
high protein.
I mean,
and they're made to look healthy.
Yeah.
And that's what shocks me.
I looked at the Weet-Bix at one time. I thought high in protein Weet-Bix. I got the 2 packets and I was like, is it really worth the extra pound when there's like another 2 grams of protein in this? Like, and the problem is like, obviously me and you are both trainers, so we understand like more about food and labels and this and that. But for the average person, they're gonna think, right, high in protein. My trainer keeps telling me I need to get more protein in my diet. I need to be having that.
Yeah.
And then without thinking about it, actually, it's got X amount of calories in. It's got so much sugar in it, and before you know it, ends up being you might as well just have Mars Snickers bar, Mars or Snickers bar.
Well, you actually done a little video on this the other day that I watched, and you done a video on a day in life for somebody trying to be healthy on high protein meals that they can get on the go.
A protein intake a day. You're on your way to work and you grab yourself a protein yogurt pouch. You get to lunchtime and you get yourself a microwave protein meal to have for lunch. And it gets to afternoon time, you're a bit peckish, you have some protein crisps and a protein bar. And you just finished in the gym and you got yourself a nice protein shake to have. And you got to dinner time and you couldn't bother to cook, so you made yourself a protein pizza. But after your dinner, you fancy something sweet, so you got yourself some protein pancakes to have. These foods are great for hitting your protein intake, but these are not the long-term solution. Your day should not be filled full of highly processed foods to get your protein intake. Instead, prioritize good quality sources of protein alongside freshly cooked sources of protein, and then incorporate these high protein ideas for a bit of variety or just in times you make you busy.
Oh,
yeah.
You remember the one?
And that's what I mean. I think because like it's rammed down your throat to a certain extent, regards to more protein, and like I said, we don't need to sit here and talk about the benefits of protein because we live in a world now where most people know what protein's for, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is it's very easy to get caught up and think, right, because it's high in protein, I'm going to have that in the morning.
Yeah.
Because that says it's high in protein, I'm going to have that for my lunch. Because that's high in protein, I'm going to have that after my workout. Because that's high protein, I'm going to have that to help with hitting my protein because I'm struggling to hit it. But then if we actually look at it from another angle, if we then say, well, what are the nutrients in it? What's the calories in it? I mean, I'll give an example. Like, I went to Hyde & Barrett's rather than a supermarket, and I like to have, like, every so often, I like to have a plant-based protein powder, just protein shake, just because dairy I'm a bit sensitive to. And again, I look at it, I thought, okay, it's got my 25 grams of protein in, but the sugar content was ridiculous. Like, and I'm thinking, well, I might as well just had a Yazoo chocolate milkshake instead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Instead. And that's the difference, because they know that most people aren't going to think, right, let's have a look at the back of this, let's see what's inside it. They just see, high protein, cool, grab that, done.
Yeah.
But like I said to you, I think when you actually look at the foods and you look at the ingredients and you think, well, actually, I've had this chicken microwave meal, but it says high in protein. It's 63% chicken breast. I mean, it's not definitely 63%.
Yeah,
just
giving the
just
example.
Yeah. What's the other 37%?
Yeah.
Right. The same goes for like your protein.
But you've got the macro list, haven't you? You know, your protein, fat, carbs, and then you've got the ingredient list, which not a lot of people look at underneath.
Yeah.
50% of that will be scientific names that me and you won't know what it is. Chemical names of things. That's what concerns me.
Yeah.
Is that side of things. Like, there's stuff on there that they know we're not going to know what it is. By law, they have to put it on. And a lot of people will skim past that because they're like, well, I don't know what it is, but it can't be bad because it's allowed to go into food. That concerns me because, it's bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And like I said, I think you know how it is when you first take a client on board. We talked about nutrition, and we're always going to preach more towards one ingredient based foods first.
Yeah,
prioritizing those first, and then when you delve into some of the further stuff, and again you start seeing chemical names, and then you got to start saying, well, yes, we can probably have some, because again we are only human beings. So to live a life where you're not having any at all is pretty
unrealistic.
It's pretty unrealistic and not sustainable. Yeah. But it shouldn't be the forefront of your diet of living on like processed rubbish. And obviously you only have to watch an Eddie Abu video to understand that, about process.
The legend.
And like I say, with Eddie Abu, right, as much as he does my head in, he speaks a bit of sense, but also speaks a lot of crap. But when it comes to the process stuff, he's bang on.
I like him. I think that he stands by what he says.
Yeah.
So
you can't deny that.
Yeah, and he looks good for his age. You know what I mean? I know when he was bodybuilding, he looked fantastic. But then he also talks about the issues that he had when he was bodybuilding. But yeah, I think fair play to you. It's a hard. What he's done is put himself in a trap though, because he's restricted the things that he can eat and he's preached about it.
Yeah.
His level of enjoyment when he does want to relax and have a cake or whatever, he's kind of stopped that, because if he does, he has to have it in secret now.
Yeah,
because people will catch him.
Yeah, go quickly.
I really want this cake, but I can't because I'm Eddie Boo.
That's it. I can't have it now. Oh, he'd be like, can you go to the shops to get the chocolate digestive, because I can't get.
I'm dying for a chocolate digestive.
Just get back home and get a dunk of tea or something like that.
No, it's shit. It's shit.
But yeah, but
I do
think,
like him.
But yeah, like I say, just on him alone, like, you know, obviously he is right in regards to, you know, some of the foods and how processed they are and stuff like that. And obviously, like, we've looked into it a little bit further in regards to, like, well, actually, some of these things that are
sugar free
and that. What is it?
Carb free,
zero.
What was that carb free rice that we was talking about the other day?
It was called naked rice.
That's it, right? Naked rice.
And I'll be honest with you, I have tried it.
Yeah. And what did you think?
It tastes crap. To be honest, it tastes crap. But obviously, like, I like to, you know, try different things like that.
But the way I see life is, real food has got calories. Yeah.
Yeah.
So calories is a measurement of energy. Yeah. So if you're putting something in your body that has got no measurement of energy, what's it doing in your body?
This is it. And I think when we spoke about it, like, you know, we said, well, we know that, like, a calorie, you know, is either burnt or melted.
Yeah.
Right? So we know that obviously that's going through our body.
In your stomach, the process will start.
Which means your stomach's doing naffle with it pretty much. Mm. It's like, well, that's already not a good sign. That you putting a food in that's
into your stomach, that's acid that can break down meat.
Yeah.
But it can't break down at all a food naked rice.
But the way they get around it is but it's a filler, it's more of a fiber. And yes, we get that. And I get it from a satiety perspective in regards to trying to keep it fuller, but we've got to look at what's that doing for the body though as a whole. You know, the fact that you read the words saying that it can't be chemically broken down
in the stomach. Yeah.
That's alarm bells in itself, right?
Yeah. That's what concerned me when I've done some research on it. And it said it's not chemically broken down in the stomach like real food. And I was like, it's already, they know it's not real.
Yeah.
So it literally goes through your whole digestive system as it is, just to keep you full. I don't see the point. There's no nutritional value. It's not been broken down chemically. It's just mechanically going through your system.
Yeah. And I think another thing you got to look at as well is if you're making substitutions with your food choices, right?
Yeah.
And you are opting more for your 0 calorie this, which actually we found is actually foods generally aren't 0 calorie, but they can get away with it as long as it's below 15 or 20 calories, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, but if you're replacing it for actual food itself, how are you going to feel?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got digestive issues.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got stomach ache. Oh, I'm constipated. Oh, I'm tired. I feel I'm always tired. Or, well, is it because you're putting crap in your body all the time?
Yeah,
like I looked at one client's diet and I just said, stop filling your body full of crap. Like, eat some proper food. Like, process. And I said,
whole food. I even say to my clients, as long as you're cooking your own food, it doesn't matter what you're eating, as long as it's your own food. For example, if you want fish and chips and you're going to make them fish and chips yourself, real fish, cutting up some chips, making them yourself, it's okay. Well, obviously portion size, but if you're going to the fish and chip shop to have that same meal, that you're talking, like, you don't know what fat they're cooked it in.
Yeah.
Your calorie wise is going to be a lot higher. So just start cooking for yourself, which the whole country has stopped doing.
Yeah.
Again, generalising.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't like cooking. but I know I can't be arsed, hate it in regards to, you know, I can't get into it, but I do it because when I do my food, it tastes all right.
You do it because you're disciplined.
But again, let's say discipline.
And the discipline has gone out of human beings.
Yeah.
Like we've stopped being disciplined and we're just convenient.
And I think I get somewhat frustrated when I hear people say, "Oh, I'm tired." I'm like, "How are you tired? How much sleep are you getting?" "Oh, I'm getting like 8-9 hours." "Why are you tired?"
I'm sorry, I survive off 5-6 hours, and I'm absolutely fine.
You should not be tired.
Yeah.
Like, unless you are literally manually working 16 hours a day, you should not be tired. If you're tired, chances are your diet's crap.
Yeah, diet's
Simple as
crap.
that.
You need to get some good supplements in you.
If it's not, then you got a deficiency.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's your B vitamins, your vitamin D,
Yeah.
or you're not getting the magnesium in. But if you're getting them supplements in and you're not addressing your diet, then you're always going to be in that kind of, I'm always tired. I'm like, you know.
But this comes down to as well under eating. So a lot of people, a lot of clients, when they come to me, that they automatically think that we're going to go on a deficit, and I go, no, we're going to put you on the baseline, which is when you're eating, you know, your rice, your chicken, your salmon, your sweet potato, your vegetables. They'll feel like they're eating more food because you get so many more calories in real whole food.
Well, this is it.
So you won't go hungry, and then we can start dropping calories once we've got your body reset.
Well, it goes back to, I mean, like I said, similar situation to myself. Like, I've had clients say, "Oh, are you sure this is right? Because I can't finish it. I'm full." Yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, it's because you're actually eating proper food. That's why."
Yeah.
I was like, "You stopped having those grenade bars. That's why." You know, you actually ditched the grenade bar for actual proper food, or you ditched that Greg's oven bake.
If we go back to the grenade bar, you could either have chicken breast and rice or grenade bar that match the same calories. I'm picking chicken breast and rice all day. I know the calories would be here and there, but I'd rather a meal.
Well, even if you had the small, even if you had like the not the big tin of tuna, even the small tin of tuna is like 10-15 grams of protein, and you had a wrap and put lettuce, onions, like that would probably be the equivalent to what a grenade bar is. I'm not being funny. I mean, obviously, I use it as an example. I can't stand fish. Wish I liked it, but I don't. But you'd much rather have that tuna wrap than have that grenade bar. And like I said, I used to have grenade bars, and I used to stomach it all the time.
Every time. I don't touch whey though. I keep away from whey protein.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
And I find anything with whey protein in does affect my digestive system.
It's very common, you know, with regards to that. And again, like I say, it's the whole kind of process of the filtering process and so forth to get that way. You know, but I think, like I said, I think as a whole though, I think we live in a world where people want convenience. We want things that are easy. We want things that are going to be really tasty. But at the same time, you always got to look at the flip side of it and think, well, actually, what's it do for my body? All right. And I think a bit of balance, a little bit of crap here and there, a little bit of processed stuff is not going to do any harm.
You've got to be realistic. You are going to have some processed food.
It shouldn't be
the majority
of it. And that's just my take on like.
No, I totally agree with you. We live in a world now where convenience has took over, and we got to get back to the basics of making your own food and eating it, and knowing when to stop eating and be okay with that.